Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
ma'am.
Okay, just take down the question. Express express x of t express x of t in in terms of in terms of in terms of g of t. Express x of t in terms of g of t. Already we have solved one problem based on this, and this question I have seen in almost all the question papers. This question was repeated. So let me solve here. And even in your assignment, if you see, you can see this question. Copy the question and let me know. See, this amplitude is 3, draw straight line, okay? Amplitude is 3 at time t equal to 2, and amplitude is 2, amplitude is 2, time t is equal to 3, and at amplitude is 1, at time t is equal to 5. Any doubts in the diagram? Have we solved similar problem earlier? Can you just check your notes? Tell me, have you solved similar problem earlier?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, very good. So now, you know very well, express x of t in terms of g of t means we should perform the operations on g of t, and we have to add all the g of t such that we will get this x of t. So in the earlier problem, you know your g of t was symmetric with respect to the origin, if you remember. But here g of t is not symmetric with respect to the origin. It is
Yes, ma'am.
only along the positive side. Okay. So I repeatedly am telling you have to solve it by trial and error method. Trial and error method. Okay. So let me see. I have g of t, the time span from 1 to 3. But here I want x of t. I have x of t from 1 to 5. So somehow I have to perform the scaling of number 5. I have to perform the scaling. So before I perform the scaling, see, let me try to reduce this g of t into the basic or standard value of t. The basic or standard value of t is nothing but my diagram should have the standard graph. That means from 0 to 1. If I get my g of t in terms of the standard time interval, then I can easily get the g of t, x of t in terms of g of t. In the given diagram, my g of t is from 1 to 3. So let me convert my g of t into the standard value of time. The standard value of time is nothing but 0 to 1. So to perform, to convert my g of t into the standard timings, then can you tell me what operation I have to perform? I want the time from 0 to 1. So what operation I have to perform on g of t such that I will get the graph
by 3.
by 3. So by 3. But inside the bracket, what we will write? Is it by 3 we will write or 3 into t we will write?
G of 3t.
3t, very good. So I have to perform initially the operation called g of 3t. I have given the reason. See, all this trial and error method. Okay. So if you solve one or two problems, you yourself understand what operation we can perform in the exam for any type of questions. Okay. So successfully, I could convert my g of t, which has a large interval from 1 to 3 into the standard interval 0 to 1. Okay. So this is the first step. I want everyone to do this. The amplitude remains same, 1 only. Yes, have you all completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now the next thing is I have to use the diagram of the standard one, which is standard one. G3 of t is my standard one. So from that diagram onwards, I have to keep doing various operations such that if I add all that diagrams, I will get back x of t. So now what I'm going to do is, as per the x of t diagram, I should have the value up to 5, up to 5. So what I am planning now is, I'm going to consider g of 3t by 5. You know why I am taking by 5? Because from the standard x of t question, the time is extended up to 5. Okay. So since I have converted g of t into g3 of t, which is a standard one, I am not going to consider g of t. Okay. I will be considering only g3 of t here onwards. So from G3 of t, I am going to perform various operations. So the first operation is G3 of t by 5. G3 of t by 5. So you know how the diagram will be. So tell me what is the time in this diagram? It will be up to
5.
5. Very good. It will be up to 5, but the amplitude remains same. Amplitude remains same. Okay. So now next operation, if I see my diagram, I can see I have some value. I have the graph. I have the transition of my question at 2 also, t equal 2 also. So earlier I have drawn, there was a transition at 5, or my graph is from 0 to 5. So I have taken g3t by 5. But now if I see my closely, if I observe my diagram, at 2 I could see there is a change in the amplitude. So let me solve g of 3t by 2. G of all this trial and error method only. I don't know whether I am doing it right or not. I'm just checking it once. So just G3t by 2. So if you find G3t by 2, so you have to consider the main question. Main question is G of 3t. So in this you have to perform by 2 operation. If you perform by 2 operation, tell me where that graph goes up to, which time it will grow. Make it fast.
2.
2. Okay, very good. 2. So now, see, since I have got three terms, I will just put check mark. First diagram, second diagram, and third diagram. I got 3 diagrams. Let me add all the 3 diagrams and let me check whether I can get x of t using the 3 diagrams. If I cannot get x of t using the 3 diagrams, then one more operation I have to perform by trial and error method. That can be g of 3t by 3. If I perform g of 3t by 3, what is the problem if I perform g of 3t by 3? What is the wrong in this if I perform?
G of
Yeah,
t.
we will get back g of t, but that operation I don't want. So I feel that I am right. I have 3 diagrams. With the 3 diagrams itself, I can get my x of t. So I will write x of t is equal to I'm trying to add g of 3t plus g of 3t by 5, g of 3t by 5 plus g of 3t by 2. plus g of 3t by 2. So I want all of you to try the diagram. Okay, parallelly I will also draw the diagram. So you just check whether you could get your input signal x of t back using all the three g of t's. So let me take my x-axis. So x-axis, and let me take my y-axis. Y-axis is x of t now, x-axis is t. So if I mark, I have 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it is 1, 2, 3. So you know how to perform the operations. So I want you to just see at 0 what is the amplitude. At 0 or between 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1, I want you to see in all the three diagrams. Between 0 and 1, how much is the amplitude? Can anybody? 0 and 1?
1.
1. Means it is just 1, or in all the three diagrams you have 1, 1, 1 like that. In all the three diagrams you have separately 1, right? So if you add all the three ones, what is the amplitude? The amplitude is
3.
3. Okay. So I have done up to 0 to 1. I have done up to 3. Okay. The amplitude is 3. Now let me see. Let me see the next one. So from the first diagram, I do not have anything from 1 to 2. But second diagram, I have the amplitude 1. And third diagram, I have an amplitude 1. So that means now from 1 to 2, the amplitude is 2. 1 to 2, the amplitude is 2. Now you see whether I am right as per the x of t diagram. Am I right?
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, sir. You check it.
No, ma'am.
No. Because in the x of t, between the interval 0 to 2, I have an amplitude of 3 only. But here in my final diagram, only from 0 to 1, my amplitude is 3, and later on it is reduced to 2. So that means I am going in wrong way. So let me try adding instead of g of 3t. So what I will do now, I will just strike out g of 3t, strike out g of 3t. I will take g of t as one of my signal, and remaining two signals which we have already taken. So let me take g of t directly, g of t directly. Now let me add. So from g of t up to 0 to 3, my amplitude is 1. So that means from 0 to 2 also my amplitude is 1. And in the second diagram also from 0 to 2 my amplitude is 1. And in my third diagram also from 0 to 2 my amplitude is 1. Now tell me 0 to 2, what is the amplitude now, total amplitude? 3, right? So now I feel I am in right path. Okay. So now let me check. In the first diagram of g of t, between 2 and 3, my amplitude is 1. And in the second diagram, between 2 and 3, my amplitude is 1. And in my third diagram, between 2 and 3, I do not have any amplitude. So between 2 and 3, what is the total amplitude now?
2.
2. So I have marked 2. Now let me take 3 and 4, 3 to 4. 3 to 4 from the first diagram, I do not have anything. The second diagram, I have an amplitude 1. And in the third diagram, I do not have anything. So between 3 to 4, I should try to maintain the amplitude of 1. Okay. And let me check 4 to 5. First diagram, there is no 4 to 5. Second diagram, there is a 4 to 5, but the amplitude is 1. And in the third diagram, there is no 4 to 5. So even 4 to 5 also, my amplitude is 1. Now I want you to check this diagram with your x of t in the question. Is it matching? The diagrams are matching?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I have done trial and error method, okay, analysis, and I could get my x of t in terms of g of t. So what and all operations I am performing? I am performing g of 3t first, because I am converting that interval into the standard interval 0 to 1. And then from that g3 of t, I am performing scaling operation. That means 1 by 5 and then 1 by 2. You know why we are doing 1 by 5, 1 by 2? Because in x of t, we could see there is some change in the amplitude levels at 2 and 5. Because of that, we are just performing g of 3t by 5 and g of 3t by 2. After doing that, what I did is I added g of 3t plus remaining two diagrams. But when I add it, I am not getting the output as per the question. So I changed my plan. G of 3t is not the correct one to be added. So I have to add g of t. So I added g of t plus g of 3t by 5 plus g of 3t by 2 such that I'm getting the x of t in terms of g of t. Am I right? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So this problem, I think it is there in the assignment. And see, you don't think that what we are solving in the class only will come in the exam. It can be any pattern. The question can be of any pattern. So you have to apply trial and error method. Okay. But definitely you can get the answer if you analyze it properly. Okay. So your presence of mind is important for this subject. Presence of mind and analysis, everything is important for the subject. Okay. So now with this, I will go back to the earlier topic continuation. So now let me to open my PDF. So I think I had given any homework to you just to complete that. Have I given any homework something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this the in the screen I am showing you the diagram related to that only I had given the homework, right? I had only given x of t. I told how it has come. Then I asked you to integrate by yourself. I feel I have done up to that. Have you people solved this, completed this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the answer, ma?
E is equal to 1 joule, ma'am.
Very good. E is equal to 1 joule. Very good. So you should write the condition. E is between 0 and infinity. So definitely it is a energy signal. So like that you have to conclude it. So now we will just continue. See, I can solve 1,000 problems, 2,000 problems, but if our luck is too good, you will get the questions only from that 1,000 or 2,000 problems. But sometimes apart from that also they may ask in the exam. So how much I can solve it in the class, that much I am solving it. By today or tomorrow I will be winding up this module because you have another 4 modules, and the remaining problems I will pass it as a PDF. You can solve it at home. Okay, that I will tell you which problem you have to solve it. So now you just take down this problem, determine the power in the following signal. You can copy this diagram. So you have to properly copy the diagram. See here the diagram interval, here it is minus 1 by 2 and here it is 1. So what it says is this is complete cycle, one complete cycle. One complete cycle, the interval is between minus 1 by 2 and plus 1. So this is the heart of this problem. Using this hint only, we are going to find the power. So once you have copied the problem, you tell me, I will proceed further. Is the question copied? Can I get a reply?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See now, you know the formula of, actually in the question set they have clearly mentioned. You have to calculate the power. Yes, because if you see the diagram, it is continuous. Continuous means it is periodic. It is repeating. It is repeating continuously at the left hand side as well as at the right hand side. So definitely they won't ask you to calculate the energy directly. They have asked you to calculate the power. So formula of power, you can see P is equal to, it is a continuous time signal. So the formula of power is 1 by T integral. The limits as per the diagram, you have to substitute the limits. Magnitude of x square of t dt. Magnitude of x square of t dt. So since the given diagram is in form of ramp signal, you know, ramp signal we have discussed enough. Ramp signal means you know how to represent x of t. X of t you will equate it to t. Okay, that is the hint in this problem. X of t you will be equating it to t. So the ramp signal is t. You have to write the expression as t in place of x of t. And one more thing, here in this problem, I should find out capital T from the question. How to find the capital T? The capital T is nothing but the complete time period of one cycle. So if I see, I have between 1 by 2 and 1. So this is my complete cycle. So I have to add both the times such that I will be getting the total time period. So 1 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. You don't get confused, madam. Here it is minus 1 by 2. We are adding plus 1 by 2. See, I am finding the total time interval. So between this and this, 0 to this left hand side, it is 1 by 2. Half is the time period. And at the right hand side, you have 0 to 1. 1 is the time period. If I want total time period, I have to add it. Okay, irrespective of whether it is on positive x-axis or negative x-axis, I have to add the time interval such that I will be getting the total time. So total time I got it as 3 by 2. So total time I have got it as 3 by 2. So in the formula I'm substituting 1 divided by, in place of t I'm substituting 3 by 2, and in place of x of t I'm substituting t. Since it is x square, it is t square dt, and I have to substitute the limits as per the time given in the question. It is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1, minus 1 by 2 to plus 1. So I want you to just perform the integration. T square is t cube divided by 3, and you have to apply the limits, and you just solve it quickly and get me the answer. Is completed. Can I get a reply? Yes, can anybody reply now? Mahesh Babu, completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Just answer.
1 by 4j.
Nin solve madidda?
ಹೌದು ma'am.
Okay, good. I hope everyone finished the problem. I am moving on to the next problem. See, you can copy this question which is shown in the screen. The signal shown in the diagram. See, this is the diagram. Okay. The signal shown in the diagram is power signal or energy signal. If it is power, you have to calculate the power. If it is energy, you have to calculate the energy. From the diagram, you can see whether it is energy signal or power signal. Can anybody reply? Is it energy or power?
Energy, ma'am.
Very good. Very good.
Energy, ma'am.
Very good. Because it is not periodic. Okay. So seeing the diagram itself, we can come to the conclusion this belongs to energy signal. See, identifying energy signal doesn't matter. Here, they have not given the expression of x of t. So I have to form the expression of x of t like how we have done in the yesterday's class. Check whether the same problem is solved or we have solved different problem. I don't remember. Is the same problem solved or different? Have you copied this question? See, afternoon, I know it is very difficult to listen the class, but what to do? Can I proceed? Am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, I am taking the interval like this, 0 to 2. 0 to 2 I am taking because it is one ramp, ramp signal. And between 2 and 4, I am going to take an interval. And between 4 and 6, I am going to take an interval. So this is standard way of taking the interval. Okay. So if you see this, in the earlier class, I told if it is rising signal, it is 2t. If it is falling signal, it is minus 2t like that. But since it is rising signal, if I take x of t is equal to x of t is equal to 2t directly, will I get the answer as per the diagram between the interval 1 and 2, 0 and 2? So let me substitute. If t is equal to 0, as per my equation, so I will be getting x of t as 0. So this portion is correct. If I substitute t is equal to 2, what I should get? I'm getting t is equal to 2 means I'm getting 4. But am I getting the amplitude as 4 in the diagram? Am I getting amplitude as 4 in the diagram?
No, ma'am.
So then what can be done? Trial and error method. Tell me. To get 1 as the answer, instead of x of t is equal to 2t, can I take t divided by 2? T divided by 2. If I write t divided by 2, am I getting this answer? 0 and 1. Can you check? So when t is equal to 0, my amplitude is 0. When t is equal to 2, my amplitude is 1. So it is exactly matching my answer. Okay. Now, can anybody guess and tell me between 2 and 4? Between 2 and 4, as I said earlier, it should be minus. It is going downwards. So it is minus 2t. Minus 2t plus, accordingly, I have to write the number to adjust the amplitude level. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm substituting t is equal to 2 here. If I substitute t is equal to 2, so I substitute t is equal to, I'm getting minus 4 plus, I should get the amplitude as 1. So minus 4. So in order to get amplitude as 1, preferably I use 5 as the number. So I will be getting the amplitude as 1. But let me check the other lower path also. The lower path is what? When I substitute t is equal to 4, so 2 into 4, or 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 5, minus 8 plus 5. So my amplitude is 3 here. But what is the amplitude I am supposed to get? I am supposed to get minus 1. So can anybody guess and get me the answer for this? What should be the term I have to use so that the top part I will get plus 1 as the answer and the bottom part I will be getting minus 1 as the answer. Can anybody try? See, this is purely trial and error method. Are you people trying it? See, instead of 2t, you can use minus t. Since it is a going bottom, so I can write minus t plus 3. This is the perfect term such that I'll be getting at the top above x-axis I'll be getting plus 1 and below x-axis I'll be getting minus 1. Are you people there or not? I'm not getting any reply.
Yes.
So it is minus t plus 3. I told you to do by trial and error method. And for the last interval, it is very easy. It is minus 1 throughout. So I need no need to use t because it is not a slope. So the last interval 4 to 6. 4 to 6, your diagram is like standard one. There is no slope. So the amplitude is -1. So I can write directly the amplitude as -1. So now you got everything. See, now you don't do the integration. You leave half a page. Okay, you can perform the calculations later. So I'm just showing you the solution. It is E equal to -infinity plus infinity x of t the whole square dt. So for each interval, you know what is the expression of x of t. You just substitute it, you just expand it, you just integrate it and apply the upper limit and the lower limit. So I want you to just leave the space for this problem. It's waste of time if you do the integration, if you calculate. So you will get 10 by 3 as the answer. 10 by 3 joules energy. Okay. So leave a space. And see, and the problems which I'm showing you now is from the question paper. I have seen all these problems in repeatedly number of question papers. So you just write only the question. I will give the hint. You leave a space. Later you can solve it. Anyway, I'll be forwarding this notes in the classroom app. You can refer it. So just write the question. Determine whether the following are energy signal, power signal, or neither. Energy signal, power signal, or neither. So you have two sub-questions. Even if you see my assignment yesterday, which I have circulated, I think this question I have seen this x of t is equal to a cos omega naught t plus theta. So like this I have seen. So and one more sub question is x of n, which is equal to minus 0.5 the whole power n u of n. See, if it is discrete, it is very easy. For continuous only, the problem is how to take the limits and how to substitute the values. So for continuous time signal only, you will face a problem. And you people check your notes, the power formula for the continuous time signal or periodic signal. And I am only concluding this is a periodic signal because in the question they have asked us to analyze whether it is energy or power signal. So since it is a periodic signal, I am just concluding that I have to calculate the power instead of energy. So power P is equal to, you know, the formula 1 by T. And it is a cos signal. So I'll be taking the values from 0 to the capital T. 0 to the capital T. In the original formula of power, tell me what is the lower limit and upper limit. Can anybody refer your notes and tell me? In the original formula of power, what is the limit of integration for continuous time signal? So I'm waiting for you people. I want you to check and get me the answer. Suhas, help integration limits, general formula of power.
Minus t by 2 to t by 2.
Okay, good. So if this point only I wanted from you people, minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. But here in the solution, I am taking 0 to t. 0 to t. See, even if you add this total time, it is t by 2 and t by 2, it becomes single t. But as per the cosine signal, cosine signal starts from 0. Okay, so 0, I am taking the lowest time period as 0. The uppermost time period as capital T. That's it. So you just remember this. This you are not solving now. You can solve it later. I'm just teaching you. So, x of t, what is the expression given here? This is the expression, a square, sin square, cos square theta. So cos square theta directly you cannot integrate it. So it is cos 2 theta divided by 2. Cos square theta is equal to cos 2 theta divided by 2. Okay. And you have to split the limits. You have 1 by 2 into dt separately. And this 2 we are moving it outside. So all the constants we are moving it outside. So a square is outside, t naught is outside, 2 is also outside. And when you multiply the first term with the dt, you'll be getting just integration dt. And you have the second term integration with dt. And can anybody tell me why the limit is changed to T naught instead of T? Can anybody? Is my question is understandable?
Omega naught, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Omega naught, because of that reason. Okay, I'm taking it as T naught. Okay, good. So now the first step, dt integration is very easy, but the second step, as I said in the yesterday's class, integration of cos. If you integrate cos, you will be getting sine. So the sine you have inside 2 into omega naught is nothing but 2 pi f naught into t. Okay, so in place of t, you'll be substituting the limit. The limit is t naught, and this f naught is also 1 by t naught. So t naught gets cancelled. So when I integrate cos, I'll be getting sine 2 pi or 4 pi like that. So sine of any number multiplied with pi will be equal to 0. So using that concept, the second term will be 0. So if I only integrate first term and substitute the limits, my answer is T by 2 watts. So power, it is a power. So it is the unit, you should write with units. A by 2, A square by 2 watts. Okay, so I want you to solve it later. I hope you have written the question. You just leave a space for this problem. So here the important thing is the limits we have changed, minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 as 0 to t, and later t is changed to t naught. And without performing integration of cos, I made the second term as 0, because once I do the calculation, substitute the limit, I will be getting sine 4 pi like that. So ultimately sine of any number multiplied with pi is 0. So, and I'm repeatedly telling the discrete time signal calculation of power and the other things are very easy. So here is the screen, discrete time signal. See, I will conclude this signal as an energy signal because I have, and the meeting may be disconnected because it is showing less than 1 minute. You join back, then we will continue this topic. Okay. So you can just have a glance of this question now. We will just join back once it is disconnected, then we will discuss.